Hey YouTube, it's me, BHS009. Today I'll be getting game number 2 of Wheel of Fortune for the Wii. On my last game I won $45,300 in cash and prizes. I landed on the $1 million wedge, but I didn't win it. Will I win it this time? Stay tuned to find out, America.
leaving my body to wither. But this young princess reminded me how important my body was, with her innocence and naivete. Princess! But what about the mystery right? You're right. I got it! Let's have a dance contest. Whoever wins, wins the factory. Boomers! Thank you. The envelope please. And the winner is... Oh, I just cannot believe the results. I am pleased to announce that I am the winner. Thanks for playing, kids. Bye-bye. I am confused. Yay! That's Professor Mark.
Let's go to Vegas, baby.
Now, from the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, Here are the stars of the Olympic game, Matt Sajak and Ben O'Reilly. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Vanna, have a safe trip. Hi, everyone. Ready for this? Get ready to do a toss-up for $1,000.
In a toss-up, letters are randomly revealed on the board until someone rings in and solves the puzzle. Press the A button to ring in and solve.
Phrase. That's our category this round. Let's go, Vanna. Player one.
Place your bets.
Your bet looks too easy. You can $1,000 off to a good start. Player one, get ready to ring in as we go to our next puzzle. Event is what we're looking for this time, and we'll get it started right now. Player one.
Comedy show.
Yep, that's it. $3,000 now. Good job, player one. Player one gets the $2,000. They'll spin first. But first, Charlie.
Welcome to the jackpot round. To win the jackpot, you must land on the jackpot wedge, correctly guess a letter, and then solve the puzzle. And here's tonight's featured prize. Relax and rejuvenate in Belize. Found within lush tropical jungles and ancient Mayan ruins, this exotic adventure offers hiking, snorkeling, and wonderful spa treatments. $7,500.
Food and drink category for this next round. And it's a
Prize sponsor!
Player one is all set to go.
To
I'll
spin the
spin.
wheel, press and hold.
Hello, everybody.
$550.
May I have a tea, please?
Yep, we've got three letters for you. Let's get those up there.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That's my vowel. An E.
Yes, there is an E. $600.
R.
There are two of those.
I need to buy a vowel.
Let's
An
see
A.
your answer. There is an A.
Buy a vowel.
And a vowel.
O.
Yes, there is an O. Let's have your vowel.
I.
There is an I. $600.
B.
One. Okay. $900.
I finished my exercise. My bad, I'll go back to 11. Coming, I said.
63rd Street, as well as an apparent suicide note.
No, but as a neighbor, we had no contact with him. I mean, we never saw him.
Members of the NYPD crime scene unit can be seen coming and going from Brooks's apartment building late into the evening. Police officers stood watch at the door. In recent years, Brooks's life had veered from entertainment glitz and glamour to gritty reality. He was awaiting trial on charges he sexually abused at least 11 women in 2009. Prosecutors claim Brooks used Craigslist to lure aspiring actresses into his apartment with false promises of auditioning for a role. He entered a not guilty plea.
I have no idea. Not a clue. So I guess he couldn't deal with it.
Brooks' 24-year-old son Nicholas likewise entered a not guilty plea after he was charged with second-degree murder when in December his ex-girlfriend Sylvie Cachet, a 33-year-old swimsuit designer, was found dead at the swanky Soho House Hotel. Now, an autopsy is expected to be conducted in this case. The contents of that apparent suicide note were not immediately released. Reporting live tonight from Manhattan's Upper East Side, I'm Peter Thorne, Pix 11 News right now. Let's get over to Marvin Scott. He's in Lower Manhattan.
Just when you thought you heard it all, new accusations are surfacing about the disgraced banker who remains under house arrest. House arrest down here in a luxurious fourth-floor apartment in the heart of the financial district, but not for long. As he was attempting to race back to Paris, an Air France flight attendant claimed a feisty Dominique Strauss-Kahn shouted a lewd remark about her butt. Minutes later, he was pulled from the plane by police to face the maid from the Sofitel Hotel, who claimed he forced her to have sex with him. And now, two other employees of the hotel, female receptionists, have come forward to say that Strauss-Kahn made advances towards them, trying to lure them to his $3,000 a night suite for a drink. Though he didn't make any sexual requests, the action was deemed blatantly inappropriate. Since his arrest, other women have come forward, accusing him of sexual misdeeds. Concerned about the vulnerability of hotel chambermaids, a Queens Assemblyman is calling for a law that would require hotels to provide them with electronic panic alert devices.
We don't need to wait for the resolution of the Dominique Strauss-Kahn case to know that this is a serious problem and that it would be very, very simple and inexpensive to find a solution to protect hotel workers.
As part of his bail agreement, Strauss-Kahn's family is paying $250,000 for armed guards to keep watch over him. He's temporarily being housed in a $4,400 a month two-bedroom apartment in this luxury building near Wall Street. But many neighbors are not at all happy. He has to find new digs by Tuesday. This woman has lived here a year and a half. She told me it's all part of the price of living in New York.
It's a media circus, but, you know, we deal with it all the time. We're in a high-profile area near Ground Zero, near the stock exchange, so I think people are accustomed to dealing with chaos, but this is a little bit more than we expected to handle this weekend, that's for sure.
Even with the private security detail, NYPD officers still stand watch in front of the building. One other interesting detail surfaced today. Strauss-Kahn had left behind a telephone.
Does it say?
He tried to get the pilot to delay the flight. No dice. Before the cell phone arrived, police did, and promptly put him under arrest. We're live tonight in Lower Manhattan. Marvin Scott, Pix 11 News. Now to my colleague, Lobina Lopez, in the newsroom.
Well, Marvin, visitors to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, set to open in September, will be given information that includes the fact that bathrooms are not accessible on the site. But that's not sitting well with people who know that when you gotta go, you don't have time to waste looking for a toilet. Construction at the 9/11 Memorial and Museum continues as officials get ready to open the doors by the 10th anniversary of the terrorist attacks. Two reflecting pools bearing the names of the nearly 3,000 that perished here will be among the aspects of the structure. But one thing that you won't see, a toilet.
Everybody once in a while, you know, needs a bathroom, you know.
Especially now that you have a little one.
You got little ones, yeah.
Many people share the concerns of Diego Castillo and his family visiting New York from Michigan. The lack of a public bathroom on the 8-acre plaza area is reportedly an oversight by the builders that is now being discussed behind closed doors. The focus has always been to make sure the memorial was ready by by the anniversary.
If they want to open it by the anniversary, I think that's more important than finishing up the bathroom situation.
The $508 million project is expected to bring in millions of visitors. For now, stores and eateries in the area are preparing themselves for an influx of people who will need to go, and there don't seem to be any plans to install porta potties on the site.
You can have a really nice porta potty, like there's ones at other parks. There's like one where you put a quarter in it and then you can go in, and it's a really nice facility. If they keep it clean, why not?
Would it make you not come and visit the memorial?
Well, maybe not, because it's so important. It's there's so much history, it was such an important moment for everybody, not just for Americans. So it's uncomfortable, but I would still like to see it.
So you would come and just maybe have to hold it then?
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions.
Expected to be equipped with bathrooms in 2012, Jim.
All right, we'll leave it now. An update from the Pix 11 News Desk, and it butts out. The city crackdown on cigarette smokers starts tomorrow. Ellen Marks reports.
It's a sign of the times. Beginning tomorrow, the city's strict smoking ban expands into the great outdoors, impacting 1,700 parks and 14 miles of beaches where butts are especially hard to clean up. Pedestrian plazas like this one at Times Square will also be off limits, and if you're caught smoking, it could cost you $50.
I just don't think they're really going to go after people.
In fact, the mayor himself has said cops will be too busy to enforce the new law, so, to a large extent, it'll be up to the public to police itself. This smoker supports the latest restrictions.
I'm trying to quit anyway. That's a good thing, right? We're on the right track.
The first Smoke-Free Act went into effect in 1988 and has been amended 3 times since, most notably in 2002, when smoking was banned in all indoor areas, including restaurants and bars.
I think they're really starting to infringe on our rights. And we need to have a voice as well. In public places, people can move away from where we are and not have to be bothered by the smoke.
We're walking around the city all day today, and people are puffing on the street, and she's covering her face, because she's breathing in the smoke, and secondhand smoke is very harmful, especially for children, and for adults as well. And I think it's a great thing that they're doing.
In Times Square, Ellen Marks, Pix 11 News.
An update to a story we brought you earlier. A teenager has been arrested and charged with throwing her newborn baby boy down a trash chute at a housing project in Clintonville, Brooklyn. 18-year-old Lakasha Wright is facing charges including attempted murder. The child fell, this is unbelievable, 8 stories. A garbage bag, though, apparently broke his fall, and he survived. In fact, the baby is hospitalized in stable condition. The crime, though, left neighbors stunned.
Well, how could somebody put their baby in the incinerator? And I think she needs help.
Surprise.
The infant appeared to be about 12 hours old. A holdup at a deli in the Bronx is caught on tape. Take a look. Authorities are trying to track down that man. The deli located on 3rd Avenue and 170th Street in the borough's Claremont section. The robber actually got off one shot and made off with some money. No one was injured. Police in Queens are looking for this woman. They say she broke into an apartment in Flushing and stole electronic equipment last Thursday. Shouldn't be too hard to catch her. She was caught on surveillance video, and she knows it. You can see how she quickly turned away, but not before the camera got this very clear image. If you have any information, if you recognize this person, you are encouraged to call police. Now, a look at what is happening across the country and overseas. President Obama stuck to his guns today about efforts to restart Mideast peace efforts, sticking by his proposed new policy that Israel withdraw at the borders established before the Six-Day War in 1967.
As I said at the United Nations last week, Israel's existence must not be a subject for debate.
Just barely!
Only be met with the opposition of the United States.
Barely.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has called the president's ideas indefensible. Obama was speaking today to the American-Israel Public Affairs Committee. In Iceland, eruption disruption. A volcano forcing officials to shut down the island's main. However, scientists say this volcano is not likely to cause the same kind of...
Come on, 100,000!
Another much larger Icelandic
100,000!
last year, you might remember. Well, it feels like the whole world's watching, doesn't it? Oprah Palooza. her last 3 programs this week, so who will be Winfrey's final guest ever? Some theories include Stedman, no introduction necessary. Perhaps Gabby Giffords, the congresswoman nearly killed earlier this year, or a famous protege like Dr. Phil or Nate Berkus, or it could be Oprah herself. So we want to ask you, are you kind of sick of all the end of Oprah hype? Do you just want it to go away and Oprah along with it? Or will you watch every second down to the last episode? And who might her final guest be? Tweet me on this very, very important question at Pix11Watkins, or reply on Facebook at Pix11. That brings us to number 11. That's the weather. Let's check in with Lisa Mateo.
The gloves are on.
Jim, right now we have some cooler temperatures outside, low to mid-50s at this point. Right now we do have some rain coming down, a little bit of drizzle reported out in White Plains. Let's get right to our satellite picture and show you exactly what we're talking about. It's starting to come its way on through, so we'll have some drizzle coming through now. The heavier rain will come in the overnight hours. Want to wide it out for you. This is our next system coming toward us for Tuesday, and that is the same system that brought some severe weather over to the Midwest. National Weather Service reported 42 tornadoes today. That's just today alone, and that's reported, so some of those could be repeated. We'll get to some video of it, what we had happening today. We'll start with Minnesota right now. Minnesota, this is the damage they saw today. This is just north of Twin Cities.
Well, I barely won. I did it at the last second. I won another $73,800 in cash, giving me a two-game total over $100,000. Will I win game 3? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Have a great day, YouTube. Bye-bye.
We had 20 reports of tornado. This right here is Kansas. You can see that funnel cloud just forming right there, the wall cloud. It's just an amazing video to see this.